Hi, good morning. Welcome back to True Talk with who? Dee Dee. It's your girl Dee Dee. Today, guys, we are discussing something that has been heavy on my chest, but we also discussing something that God wanted me to speak on. Before I get started, let me make sure my volume is turned up, okay? So let's see if this volume is turned off. I just want to make sure that you guys hear me. I want to make sure that you guys understand me. And I want to say this to you guys. I want to give a disclaimer. If you are not sure if this video is making sense to you, or you need more details on it, or let's say you say, hey, Dee Dee, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. That's perfect. Just drop it in the comment section. I don't care what you drop in the comment section. I will reply. But if you don't tell me something, I can't do what? I can't reply. I can't read your mind, but I also don't know when you have a question. Okay? All right, so let's get back to the video. So today we are talking about how our darkness can pull to the light and how your light can actually attract the dark. Okay? So that's really what it's about. Our light attracting the dark and our dark that can attract the light. So I'm going to try to give two versions of this, but today, the only version I'm going to get today is how the light attracts the dark. If we can't finish it, I will do a part 2 on how the dark attracts the light, if that makes sense. It'll be a part 2. So I'm going to get right into the video. But before I do, you know it's always something I need to talk about. There is an update, guys. So the update is my first meeting for our podcast in this month. I'm going to say it again. Our first meeting for our podcast in this month will be July the 19th. So we'll finally be having our podcast on July 19th. I'm so excited about that and so stoked because I really can't wait. Also, I'm going to be doing another update because I want you guys to get the correct podcast launch date in August, even though that's next month. But I want y'all to get the correct time and the correct date, launch date. So let me get everything together. It's not going to take me that long. Let me finish out our meeting. And after our meeting, we should be able to give you everything that you need for my podcast channel, okay? I don't know why I keep saying we, but it's because it's going to be a we when I do the podcast. But I'm going to be giving it to you guys, the information for my subscribers and my day ones, okay? So guys, again, we are talking about today how our light attracts the dark, okay? And why it does this. So let me give you a good, a kind of a good description, right? If I would. So we, even though we're human, okay? We all are human. We all are people, right? No one's perfect. We all should know that. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't mean to raise my voice. If my voice is being raised, turn down your volume. It's just that I know that my phone volume sometimes can go a little wacko. So I try to raise my voice above the frequency. So if you guys are having a hard time hearing me, I would just say, up your volume. If you're having a time where you're like, oh, Dee Dee, you're too loud, then I would say down your volume a little bit, okay? So anyway, when we are human and we are people and we're not perfect, right? So I say that to say this: we all have a dark and a light side to us, all of us. I have a light side to me and I have a dark side to me. You have a light side to you and you have a dark side to you. We all have a light and dark. We try to balance it so it won't be more light and less dark, or more dark and less light. Now for me, I try to, look, that's just me. You don't have to be me. But I try to give more of my light than I do my dark. Because a lot of my dark I have not tapped into. And I really don't want to know a whole lot of my dark. But I know, I'm not going to lie to you, it is true that you should know both your light and dark side. But there are some things I will say. You're not going to know every single dark side of you until someone triggers and bring those emotions or energy out of you. You're not going to know every light part of you until somebody does the same thing. they have to bring those things out of you in order for you to see different parts of yourself, right? So as we learn that we are made of dark and light, because when we were all light, dark was entered into the world after, you want to say Adam and Eve, but we also going to say after the devil fell from grace, and after Adam and Eve bit the apple. Of course, we all know the book of Genesis tells us why the dark has entered the world. But the truth is, we all balance dark and light energy, okay? So I'm going to say this. I don't know if you know, but have you ever dated someone and you knew your spirit was aligned with God? And let me go back. Have you ever felt like you liked someone and wanted to date somebody, but you had an option, right? You had two options. You had the guy over here with the Bible, and you had the guy over here with the liquor or the beer, right? And I'm not being funny. Just listen and hear me clearly. This is just an example. The guy over here with the Bible, he really resonates with your soul. This man over here is a man of God. He preaching. He doing what he got to do for his people. He loving on them. And you like him because it aligns with your spirit. But this guy over here with the beer, he out here cussing. He know he ain't right. All of a sudden, you feel some sort of magnetic pull to him. But your magnetic pull is confusing you. Because you know goodness well, this is not the type of person you will want. You want this guy. Because this looks more like you. He's just like you. He has the same belief. He has the same characteristics. And he makes more sense to your mom or your family or how you would bring him around. And he talks like, and he walks like, right? He looking good. But this one over here, he's got all this bad stuff going on. He's been abused. He's been hurt. And you see that he's living so dark though. But something is still attracting you to him or her. You don't know what it is. Maybe she wears skimpy clothes. Maybe she over there twerking. Maybe he over there drinking and smoking and it's his swag or whatever he say or whatever he do. You just like, okay. But you over here looking at him and something is still pulling you to the person that you're like, why am I still pulling over here? Because where I want to go is over there because that look more like it's aligned with me. So I'm going to tell you why you chose the dark side. But before I do, let me tell you this. When you looked at him with your flesh eyes. Because this man is of the world. But for some reason, you're attracted to him through your flesh. You're attracted to him. But you a light. So you looking like, I go to church. I read my word. I don't do no cussing. I don't drink alcohol. I'm not a smoker. Why do I want this person that's completely opposite of me? Now, somebody going to tell you, that's because opposite attracts. It's not all in the opposite that's attracting you. It's his energy. But you have not yet found out why are you attracted to such a negative feeling or an energy that is not aligned with your father. You're like, that's a good thing, Dee Dee. That's true. How come I'm so attracted to this person? Why would I want someone that I can see right through that would not be good for me? So you went ahead and you chose him. You said, yep, I'm sorry, he trying to holler at me or he trying to talk to me. You know how y'all say it. He trying to say something to me and I ain't gonna lie, Dee Dee, he looking good to me. I want to talk to him. Okay. Let me give you another example. So you go to school and you got these group of friends and one of them, they holding functions for prayer meetings and they're holding functions for you to go to Bible study. And this is your cup of tea, so you get the number for the Bible study. But then there's another group over here and these women or men, they over here talking about, girl, we about to party, girl, we about to stay lit. You know, I'm just using words that I heard now, okay? Because I don't talk like that. But, you know, they look a little lit over there, Dee Dee, and oh my gosh, like, you see that girl bag? You see her purse? Or you see that guy swag? I like his shoes. He's talking about they about to get lit, so I know I'm going to have fun with them. It's a reason you are feeling a magnetic pull towards this dark crowd. Although you got the number to the one you know you should be in that group, you feel good over there. You feel real good over there. That look like you feel like, girl, I don't know. I think I want to go with them because I want to see what they're talking about. You still don't know why, as a person of light, is being pulled to that dark group. Okay, I'm going to give you one more example. Another example is, for some reason, all of a sudden you feel like, I don't know why, I feel like I just want to be able to go have my fun and let my hair down and experience some stuff. What you mean? I want to experience a little bit more than what I got, Dee Dee. I don't want to keep on feeling like it's just church, work, school, kids, my husband. I want to do something different. Well, why you got that in your head? Well, I was hearing some people talk, and they write like, I really feel like I should do more with myself. What is making you pull yourself to somebody's comment of the dark side? Why do you feel like your life is not elevating or it's not beautiful because somebody else is having fun? So what about their experience or what they want you to do or how they feel about your life making you pull towards their words as opposed to God saying, this is the way I given you this life and I told you I want you to live like this and this is what you should be doing. But you pulled over here to that comment. The same way people get mad and everybody's saying something positive, but that one dark comment and one mean thing, they got something to say to that one. Let me tell you why y'all being pulled. Let me tell you why you're being pulled to that friend, to that man, to that boyfriend, or to that group, or those comments. Because you haven't learned that your energy and your spirit is pulling you in to that dark side to correct that. So you in your mind living out your flesh. Your flesh is telling you, I'm attracted to him. He cute though. I like him. I like them. They having fun. That's what your flesh is telling you. And if the devil can keep you in your flesh and convince you it's better over there, the grass is green over there, as they would say, or it look more fun, if he can get you to do that, you will lose sight of the whole reason why you was led to go that way. So let me explain what I mean. When you feel something in your spirit and it's telling you that you're being pulled and your energy is being pulled the wrong direction in some cases, or the dark direction in some cases, what you're not understanding is, what you should have said was, Lord God, please show me why I want to go left when you told me to go right. Show me why my flesh wants this person. Because what is it in me that is dark that's feeding off this, or light that is pulling this? And God will show you. So I'm going to give you an experience. I was dating a guy 6-7 years ago. Okay? And there was another guy that I was supposed to get his phone number. This is before I got engaged, guys. Get his phone number and talk to. Now, the one that I saw at church, he was sweet. He had his Bible with him. He talked the same scripture. He walked the same walk. But the one that was really getting underneath me and I was feeling away was the guy that my friend tried to hook me up with at a club. I wanted to talk to him. It was just something about him, his swag, the way he looked and everything. I just wanted this bad guy. And I dated him and we end up dating. And guess what? In that relationship, he started being destructive, he wanted me to smoke. He wanted me to go drinking. He said, let's do this, let's do that. And I started liking him so much that I wanted to then become him of the dark. Yeah. I didn't realize, like Dee Dee, before you enter this relationship, you weren't a smoker. You didn't drink. You didn't go to no club. Now all of a sudden, you in this new relationship doing stuff you never would have done. So why do you think that was? I was letting my dark part of me, pull me in so that it can come out. Meaning that this may not been you, and you may not expose this, but now your dark is exposed because your light was trying to dim so that your dark will become light. It's almost like making something wrong right and something right wrong. So I got in a relationship, started doing what he doing, had a little drink, had a little sip, went a little clubbing, started smoking. I ain't do nothing outside of that, but that was still already bad enough. Then all of a sudden, months in the relationship, I couldn't do nothing. He controlling me, telling me what to do, putting his hand on me, and becoming abusive. So I was in an abusive relationship for 7 years. 7. God had to take me out of that relationship and show me why I was gravitated to him in the first place. So I'm going to break this down and tell you what happened. The reason we are pulled as light beings, I'm going to call us light beings. As light beings, we are pulled to a dark entity, a dark spirit, or a demonic spirit as a light being is because through our spirit, we want to actually help them. Self-consciously, we do not realize that we actually want to fix them. Our light side of us, our light being, our positive and spiritual energy wants to fix them. Our spirit wants to fix them. Our flesh wants to lay down with them. You want me to say it again? Our spirit, not even knowing it, wants to fix them and help them. But our flesh wants to lay down and become them. If we're not careful and know why a person is in our path, why a situation is sent, and why we are in a certain dynamic or experience at that time, if we are not careful, we are going to cause our light to become dark. Because everything our spirit is trying to do, it's not going to even be done. We're going to be too busy focusing on our flesh. Our spirit wants to correct, heal, anoint, pray, lead, and guide. Our flesh wants to join, have fun, do what we want to do, talk how we want to talk, live how we want to live, and not care about what no one say. Our flesh wants this person, and our spirit wants to heal this person. The way to help you with this is look at your life. Do you remember or recall a time that you would have ever drunk that beer or that liquor? Do you remember at any time in your life when you knew you was going on a right and straight and narrow path and God was leading you to victory and you turned astray? After you either met a group of people, friends, it don't matter, family, or got in contact with somebody, whether it's a man, woman, whatever. All of a sudden, you start looking like the very person you used to talk about. You start looking like the very person you said you did not want to become. You start talking, sounding, and walking like the very people that you said, Lord, I'm trying to pray and work on. Because everything you worked hard for, you're now looking just like these individuals. It doesn't mean you're judging them. It means you join them. Now some say, well, they say if you can't beat them, join them. That's a whole nother subject. That's a whole nother topic, honey. You are joining them because parts of your flesh feels like you want them and need them. See, if I can stay confused in my flesh, I would never be able to heal them in my spirit. That's why you don't y'all know that's why the devil keeps us in our flesh? If the devil can get us to think through our flesh, talk like our flesh, walk like our flesh, speak like our flesh, then they're going to have us join these people of the flesh. And these demonic people or non-believers, or however you want to call them, because some of them are God sent, but they just so wrapped up into their flesh and wrapped up to the evil things of life, they became what they've been around, what they hung around, what their environment was. They became everything around them except standing out and helping others and spiritually being led and asking God for his wisdom. What we have to understand, people, is that's what's happening right now. We have everybody in this United States of America that's all stuck, confused, whether that's internationally or nationally, whether that's United States or whether that's overseas, because I'm not going to make it just one Pacific USA. It's all over the country, the globe, nationally. We all are trying to find our way, but what we're not realizing is you can't find your way through your flesh. You can't be guided through your flesh. You can't operate with God through your flesh. You can't ask God for help through your flesh. You have to be spiritually awake and spiritually inclined. Because what's going to happen is if you're too stuck in your dark ways and stuck in your flesh, then they're not going to see no spirit in you at all. So everything that comes past your way gonna start looking good when it ain't. Everything that's wrong gonna look good, and everything that's good gonna look wrong. And I'm gonna tell you what that means. I'm gonna walk past people that's doing good, and I'm not gonna care about what they look like because they look boring. They don't look like they're having no fun. All they talking about is God in the world. Don't you know how bad that is to say? When if it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for Jesus Christ himself who died on the cross, if it wasn't for the very soul that we have, that we would not be here, that we will all just go to hell. So of course we need to be in our flesh at times because we're human, but we got to operate from our what? Our spirit, guys. Because if we don't put on our spiritual vision and our spiritual eyes, and we don't hear our spiritual Father, if we don't know the difference between the devil voice and God voice, and I got videos on that, go look at those videos. The difference between God voice and the devil voice, and you'll know what I'm talking about. If we can't spiritually hear and can't spiritually see and don't spiritually speak, we're going to sound like them, talk like them, become them. This is why your flesh is a magnet to the dark, because you're operating through your dark side. But see, this is the crazy part. Even though you're operating through the dark side, and that's why you want that pull feels like it's so strong, and you want that person, you want that guy, he fine, you want that girl, that lady because she's sexy. You know what's going on? You know why you being pulled that way? You being pulled that way because you're working out of your flesh. But do you know why they're around? Did you ever ask God, why would you bring that person around if you know they won't right for me? Why would that person even come into my life if you knew they won't right for me? How do you know that won't test? To see what you're operating out of. Don't you know they came because they saw your light? They there because they saw your light. So although you are looking at them through your flesh and getting confused about why they're around you, how you're supposed to help them, what God sent them to you for, don't you know they saw your light first, and that's why they wanted you? Because they knew if I get to her or him and I'm able to dim their light, they would not be able to save me the way they think they're going to save me. I'm going to go in and change them. I'm going to go in and make that woman want me. I'm going to go in and go into her life and screw it up and mess it up. Don't you know dark people, they are set and they are sent. When I say set, they're set up that way. They've been praying that way. They move that way. And they are sent that way. That's why it's called a test. Because the enemy will send the wrong people to you because he already think, oh, she gonna do it anyway because she operating out of her flesh. God would allow it because he's testing you to see, don't she know they of dark? Don't he know she's a dark woman? Don't she know he's a dark man? So he's going to have them tested. So guess what? When they test you and you fail, you end up doing what? Dating them, marrying them, having kids with them, and sometimes joining them. Or all the above. You have to understand your dark side of you is our flesh side of us. That's our human side of us. Because that's the only way our dark can come out is through our flesh and our human side of us. But if we start walking in the light, our spiritual side of us, our light side of us, and thinking with spiritual eyes, seeing with spiritual eyes and thinking with a spiritual mind, they couldn't even come in and steal nothing. Because you already walking in the right realm. You in the spiritual realm. So you will be able to see, oh, God brought them to my life to help them. Oh, God brought me to them in my life where I can take them to church with me. Oh, God brought that friend in my life so that I can change them, not join them, not become them, not be them. That's why they're in our life. That's why this is happening. We have to understand. We talk about God a lot, guys, on this platform, a whole lot. We talk God, 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 Jesus, 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 thank you, Lord, Lord. But nobody talks about that nasty, demonic, Lucifer, Satan, and all of that. You don't talk about them. It's almost like it's a taboo. If you're going to learn about God, you're going to have to know that nasty devil. Because if you keep learning about God and blocking out the devil, you're not going to know whether you see him or not. You're not going to know whether he's coming. You're not going to be prepared when he does come. We got to get prepared to know both. Just like they say yin to yang, apples and oranges, balance is dark and light. There's a balance. You have to have a balance in this, guys. So when God send people to you, around you or for you, use your spiritual guide and your spiritual eyes. Guide me, Lord. Show me spiritually why they're here. If I'm supposed to help them and save them, don't let me condemn them more, and then I condemn myself. How many people have you sat there and laid down with and knew there was a soul to reach? Come on. Don't be afraid. How many people have you had sex with and knew that there was a soul to reach? Instead of reaching them by their soul, you sexually lay down with them. How many people have been in your circle or your life and you had a chance to help them before they passed away to get it right, and God laid it on your heart to do many things, and you never showed up to see them, you never went to visit them, you never did anything, you just walked past the whole thing God told you? How many people are struggling to know the difference between God's voice and the devil's voice? I told you. I got videos on that. Go watch them. This is all tied into one. How would you know if this person was a dark side if you do not know the difference between the voice, what he sound like, and how is it resonating with you? The problem with us is we so busy want to look like our own flesh at times. We don't even realize, why is this person somebody that I was attracted to and it was abusive? Is there some things in you that caused you to be attracted to them? Were you abused when you were a child? Did you get sexually molested when you were a child? I'm not being funny, and I'm not trying to be non-discreet, but this is true. You know, our dark part of us shows our dark stuff. And that's why a lot of times those dark things are triggers for us. So just like I discuss your light, I'm going to also discuss your dark. There's dark parts of us that will look at somebody and they will be attracted to us, and they of the light. A pastor, a teacher, people who are of God and they are in congregations, warning people on the streets. But they were supposed to save them. They end up sleeping with them and enslaving them. Yeah. Because no one is listening to what God is saying. You so wrapped into your flesh, your spirit's been calling you to make a difference. You so wrapped into your flesh, you don't even realize when you made the worst mistake ever. You cost somebody their soul when you don't do the things God asks you to do, when he send people your way. I have seen people at the gravesite now, best friends of mine, that I never won, never talked to God about, never helped them out. And where they at? They dead now. Don't you know I was held accountable? Yeah, their blood was on my hands. Because God said, I sent you these people to change them. I sent you these people to witness to them. You can't make nobody do it, but I could at least witness to them. I could at least talk to them about God. I could have told them how good God was, helped them with their situation, prayed over them. I had the tools in my hand. I had the resources. I didn't care. Because I wanted something out of it. I wanted a friendship. I wanted to go have fun. I wanted to go party. So I couldn't see that God was sending them to me so that I can help them. And in return, I can be fully anointed, blessed, and God will keep sending others my way. Because he'll know she's ready. She's ready. She was able to block Satan out. She was able to pass the test and not let the devil use her to hurt these people. Instead, she let me use her to heal these people. So that's why I made this decision today, y'all. I'm not here to hurt no one. I'm only here to heal and love on you babies. So whether you got a dark going on, whether you got your light going on, I'm going to heal you through my light. When you look at this, you're going to feel a magnetic pull, whether you're dark or light. You're going to feel that pull because something in your soul needs this conversation. Something in your spirit needs to hear this. Something is feeding you in this message. So you're pulled to it. Guys, I don't want to go any further or any longer. I'm going to make a part 2 on this. It's going to probably be a different title, but it's going to have the same element. I need you to understand something. When God sends someone your way, or when someone is sent your way, and you're not sure it's from God or the enemy, ask God, why are they there? I don't care if it's a group of people with your friends. I don't care if it's a new guy that you just met. I don't care if it's somebody within walking or crossing distance, whether you're in a grocery store. Ask God, why was they sent to you? And God will show you and direct you. Do not rely on your flesh to be the reason you're dating someone you should not be dating, to be the reason you marry somebody that was not right for you, have kids by these people. You're creating more harm than you are good for the rest of your life. So this is a message to all those people who feel like, I'm going crazy with this person. I feel stuck. I feel like I should never done it. This is all them people who were like, well, what made me go to him? Because I know you're asking yourself, what made me select this group of friends? Why I didn't see how bad they were? God is telling you, because you was operating not through your spirit. You was operating through your flesh. And then you didn't ask him to reveal why they're there. God will reveal someone to you if you ask. He will reveal a place to you if you ask. He will reveal a situation to you if you ask. An experience if you ask. God will reveal those things to you. But you have to what? You have to ask. I love you, babies. Thank you again for tuning in to Thank you again. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be honest, okay? Because I'm actually at work in real time. For those who know, I work from home. And I'm actually very tired. I had a long weekend. And I said, I got to give my baby something. So bear with me. But thanks again for tuning in to True Talk with Dee Dee. Have a great day on purpose. And guys, please. If God sent anything your way, whether that's people, place, or thing, ask him why they're there. And he will let you know. Till next time, stay tuned and have a great rest of your day. Bye, babies.